Welcome to this epic course on data structures and algorithms in Swift. This is the very first video in this series, and today I'm going to talk about what you should expect from this course. There are going to be a lot of videos coming, but we are going to learn algorithms with the help of data structures, of course, in a different way. So as I search the internet how to learn data structures and algorithms, there are usually two ways of doing things. Either you grind through LeetCode, just go ahead and take LeetCode questions, easy, medium, hard, and just grind through them, or just go for blind 75 or blind 150. But that is just memorizing usually. And then the other part that I saw on mostly YouTube is that people share these patterns. So the 2-point and sliding window, trees, all of those, but those are small videos and they actually do not include working examples. Either they just point to some LeetCode questions or they just omit it entirely. So in this course, I'm just going to go through roughly, hopefully 100 LeetCode questions. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. I'm going to go through each and every one of them, and I'm going to teach those algorithms in a perspective of patterns. So you're not just going to get the answer, you are going to get the pattern, and therefore you are going to learn how to recognize those patterns, even if you are not going to get one of these 100 questions on your tech interview. Now, what is a coding interview? Why do we actually have these coding interviews in the first place? Well, basically, companies are looking not just if you can just solve that particular coding problem, or you maybe know these data structures or whatever. They are actually looking for your problem-solving skills. So if you take anything out of this first video and even the whole course, you must focus on your problem-solving skills. That's what these coding interviews are about. They are making sure that you are not just a code monkey. You are going to solve real problems on a daily basis. Okay, so that's why we have coding interviews. Now, what are these data structures and algorithms? Let's just go through them one by one. Data structures are collections that hold the data and these relationships between those data points and some ways of manipulating them. We are going to go into data structures first in this course, so make sure if you don't have a good grasp on data structures, make sure to check them first and then jump into the actual algorithms. But basically that's it. They hold data in a collection. And by the way, there are just a handful of data structures that you need to know. And anyways, you just need to know the most important ones to just pass like 80% of the time. And again, it's not about being 100% sure that you know all of LeetCode problems, solutions. You just want to make sure that you recognize these patterns. So data structures are kind of the toolbox for you to solve algorithms. And what are algorithms? Algorithms are basically those problems that you need to solve with your toolbox. Now, these algorithms, they kind of tend to be, it's like scary, like it tends to be a myth around these algorithms that they are really, really hard to solve. They are easy, medium, hard, super hard even. But if you are going to take them one at a time and kind of figure out the patterns that you want to look out for each new algorithm that you might encounter, then it will be a piece of cake. Okay, why do we need algorithms? Why do we need to solve them? And what's the whole purpose of this? Well, here comes complexity. So there's time complexity and space complexity. We're going to get into this later on in the series, but What you want to take home from today's video is that you want to solve that problem so that algorithms run through that data structure, through that data as fast as it can. And usually with as less space as possible, as little space as possible. So think of like going through a little bit of memory, not large memory, through not just 1 second, but 1 millisecond. So the faster, the better. The less space it takes, the better. And basically that's it. As the second part of this video, we are just going to simply sign up for LeetCode. LeetCode, if you don't already know, that's where we are going to have these algorithms. We are going to solve them right over there. Again, this is going to be done in Swift, but it actually doesn't really matter which is your preferred language. Okay, so by the way, if you want to book a call, go ahead and check out developer.com. So we are going to go on to LeetCode, and I'm just going to search for it first. And there's this LeetCode.com. So just click on that first link, and yeah, just want to sign up or sign in. If you have already signed up, I'm just going to sign in. What you should start off, maybe you just want to explore some stuff, but you could just take it from the data structures and algorithms. These are courses that are on LeetCode. We are going to cover them in this free tutorial series. It's just the whole course. Go ahead and check out the first link in the description if you want to take into the whole course. So where you are going to spend most of your part is this part, the problems. And yeah, we are going to start off with the two-sum. That's the first thing that we are going to do. But before that, we are going to need to tackle some more stuff. And the first thing that we need to talk about is complexity and big O notation. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next one where we are going to talk about big O notation.